Oh, I think so, but...
No, come on, give me the details of the story.
I just heard the story, I don't remember the details. But is this brachas? Brachas, is that what?
That's bechoros.
Oh, what does bechoros mean?
It means like the firstborn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, folks, just go to dafyomi.org and study today's...
Wait, they have the story? The story isn't there?
No, but I heard it. I mean, I might have misunderstood, or I don't recall all the details.
I'm saying that story might be possible. I mean, you may have heard it, but I just want to know where's the source.
Yeah,
I have not seen this story. I have a lot of problems with the story. Here's the thing, though, about the remarried.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my comment about that. Mm-hmm. Any man who marries a second woman,
mm-hmm.
the day his wife died, forget mm-hmm. just the day his wife died.
The day she's buried.
The day she's buried. I would say there's a man I can't respect, because that means that he already had ideas with that woman. They were already fooling around. He was already cheating on his wife. See what I'm saying? Okay, I'm not stupid. I'm not born yesterday. Maybe the day before yesterday, I'm not born yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a guy is done with a woman and he bounces right into the sack with another woman,
mm-hmm.
there was something going on prior. He never really loved that first wife because he couldn't possibly jump from one to the next so quickly. Okay? It takes a good long time. From jumping from one to the other. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready to start, being with somebody after my engagement ended, and we were only engaged. We weren't even married. It takes a while. You gotta process your feelings. You gotta go through a period of mourning, right?
Well, I find it the best, most effective way for me to process my feelings and to overcome my mourning is to immediately hop into bed with someone else.
That's called oh God. Rebounding or whatever. It's rebounding.
Yeah, you're not getting back in the saddle.
You're not dealing with the feelings. You're saying, I don't want to deal. It's like denial. I don't want to deal with this. I'm sweeping it under the carpet. I'm just going to go bang other people now, right? But you're not really dealing with the issue, and that's going to come up and catch you.
Because they say that, if you think that some woman is so special and you really venerate her and you really look up to her, just go out and have sex with 10 other women, and then you won't think the original woman's so special.
No, I would think it's the other way around. You go bang a bunch of random chicks, and then you realize how much better you had it with the woman you love.
I think you get desensitized when you sleep with a lot of women, and you stop putting women on one woman on a pedestal.
I don't agree with you.
You become cynical. Okay, so
I do agree that the person who loses his wife
mm-hmm.
should, after a year of mourning and whatever, he should get back on his feet, and he should try to go get married again. Rabbi Reuven Bulka, I don't know if you're familiar with him, in Ottawa, Canada, he wrote in the Jewish Action magazine that when he lost his wife, people were saying you need to get remarried. And he was like, I don't think I could do that, right? Because he'd been with her for 50 years or something. It was like it's like I have my family. My family was me and my wife and our kids, and I'm not bringing another person into this family. It's like whatever, and they said no, you got to do it. And he learned up on it, and he said they're right. Everybody's right. I have to go get remarried.
Yeah.
And he remarried a woman, a young woman.
Huh. He
remarried, and then he said that everyone should do that. They said these people had it right. You got to get remarried. You got to, There's things though that you don't do.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to you can't have the woman come in, and then there's pictures of your wife all over the place.
Yeah.
Your first wife. You're gonna
I was like, here, let's watch a video.
You got to do a few things, You got to let this woman feel like she's really, because she's going to.
I can put a wig on her so that she looks like.
Oh shit! That's like no.
Say put a wig on her.
No.
Okay, I want you to moan like you're dying of cancer, so that you're my dead wife.
No. Boo! Boo! You're terrible. I'm glad you entertained yourself with that.
Some women get freaked out when I ask them to do that because my mother died of cancer.
Oh God, let's not go there.
It's like, here, could you put on this wig
oh God,
and pretend you just come out of chemotherapy?
I'm gonna barf.
Yeah, this is just the type of thing that's going to get me clients.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like then the money's just flowing in. I could just feel it. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm actually on the same page with Liquid Rob on this completely. I don't. It's weird, but me and him are on the same page.
So I've always been a big book borrower because I don't like to buy. I don't have any money, so I often borrow books from people, and I'm always really careful to return books and return them in good condition, return promptly.
Right.
And so the rabbis spoke out against those who refused to lend their books to others. So rabbinic responses replete with issues regarding borrowing books and respective problems that emanate from such a policy of liberal lending of books to others.
Right.
I've always been careful to return books in condition. It shocks me that I'd say probably most of the people that I've lent books to haven't returned them.
I returned everything to you.
Yeah, you have. You're a mensch.
Okay.
And I remember I was going to this temple. I think it was like a conservative temple, and one Friday night after temple, I lent this guy some movies.
Right. After that's what I always do at shul on Friday night. I always you give them like porno movies and stuff.
Yeah, and in one of the movies I was in, I lent him
with your pants on or off.
I lent him Jiggly Queens 3. I was an uncredited bar patron, and this really busty woman comes out and kind of gives me a lap dance. And I mean, if you folks go to IMDb, check out my credits. I also...
And you were in Brittany Rears?
Brittany Rears 4, Brittany Goes Gonzo. I was also in Talking Blue, the TV series. I directed What Women Want, produced, wrote, and starred in.
And this is exactly why the people should come to this guy for Alexander.
Technique. I get a thanks in The Dark Side of Porn. And I also got a thanks in Debbie Does Dallas Uncovered, 2005. Then I appeared as myself in Exit, Life After Porn, Centerfold Babylon, Fluffy Comes a Lot, Porn Star, E! True Hollywood Story, Linda Lovelace, Give Me Your Soul, and What Women Want, where I was Dick Dundee. But anyway, this guy, that was my only copy of Jiggly Queens 3.
Okay.
My only copy. And I mean, there were some great actresses in Jiggly Queens 3. I was there with Brittany Andrews. I mean, she used to be smoking hot. It was directed by Cash Markman. Like Taylor Dante and Louise Sherry. I think Louise Sherry was the one who danced on me. Black chick, I think. Ron Jeremy was in this movie. Michael J. Cox. Rick Masters. I mean... And my only copy is it's gone. So folks, when someone lends you, something, be a mensch and return it. So anyway, every time I'd see the guy, from then on he'd go, I'm sorry I don't have your porn tapes. It became embarrassing because I no longer wanted them. Because I created a new life for myself. And I didn't want to be reminded that I used to
No, you would never remind you. No. This guy would never want to be reminded of his past. He just brought up his IMDb and bragged about each and every one of these and went through the whole cast of characters. Oh, look, I was in Jiggly Wiggly Queens 3. And Ron Jeremy was in with his big cock. And Michael D. Cox and Slammy Jammy Sam and...
Brittany
Andrews, tremendously. Oh, she was really fucking hot. And it's like, no, he would never want to draw attention to that part of his life. He doesn't want to be reminded of my life. Incidentally, I did a whole discography of
Fluffy Comes a Lot.
Fluffy Comes a Lot, and Brittany Rear Ends, and Debbie Does Dallas 3 times, and I did the remake just standing there with my penis hanging out. And I'm like, I would never want to be reminded.
I don't want to be reminded of this stuff socially, not in a synagogue anyway. And every time I see this guy, he jokes with me and says, "Oh, sorry, I don't have your porn movies." It's embarrassing. If you don't return stuff to something, it's a mitzvah to return, borrowed objects. And then if you don't return them, don't poke fun of the guy for lending you porn. It used to be a big deal 15 years ago when someone lent you porn. It was a real mitzvah. It wasn't all freely available and easily available on the internet. It's you were guys would have boxes of this stuff. Guys would have big old closets just filled with boxes and boxes of porn. And that's what kind of got them through a lot of tough times. But, I was doing a kindness for this guy. right after shul. It's like, here, there's a great drasha, some good